Hey everyone, as you guys know, I'm back home. My nurse that comes to do the PICC line dressing is actually the same one that's going to come do my stump dressing change. I don't know if this is not focusing well. Bam. Okay, whatever. And yeah, she's going to come every other day. They didn't say specifically how often they wanted it changed. Originally they left it out for 3 days and then they changed it in 2 consecutive days, but they just, the reason why she did that is because she figured she might as well do it the night before and then go talk to Dr. Ferguson and make sure that you can get a response quicker instead of waiting. So, and then the nurse just figured since I'm already in the hospital, might as well get it changed. I don't know, but yeah, it's very nice. And I was saying, oh, you could do that? The same nurse can do that? And then the nurse in the hospital was like, yeah, we all can. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. Home care nurses aren't any different than nurses in the hospital. It's just that they, you know, go into your home to care for you. So it's pretty much the same. Right now I'm not doing too much. I'm just watching some YouTube videos, finishing up the video for last night to make sure you guys know that I'm at home. So not too much else going on. Natalie's gonna come by later after work, and she might want to watch a movie, but I don't want to deny her of that, so we'll see how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling up to it, I'm not feeling in pain, I'm going to try. But the thing is, the main issue with pain is getting up from a seated position or a laying down position to a standing position, and then it hurts quite a bit. I might look into getting a wheelchair. I know they said not to, and I will crutch around as much as possible, but when I'm going like to the mall or something, or a place where I'm going to be moving long distance, you know, crutching is kind of hard, especially when the act of drawing your body down and letting it hang kind of forces the blood down there and kind of makes it pulsate a little bit. Like, I'm not your usual patient. I'm not going to become reliant on something like that. So they don't really have to worry about that. It's not like I'm uncomfortable with crutches or anything. It's just for the sake of comfort and care, right? I would like a wheelchair. So we'll see. I'm going to look into some potential wheelchairs. Red Cross has a program where you can rent it, but you need a referral, and you know how they don't want to refer me. So we'll see. I might just buy my own. Could pimp it out. Could add those bedazzled jewels like my sister has on her cane, but we'll see. And of course, you guys will be right there with me when I get one, or you'll get to see it at least. So we'll roll on through with the day. Yes, someone made me food, even though I was just eating a whole ton of food. That's okay. I will take it. Nice and hot. I've been eating like cold cuts and cold meat. That's just up here. So Ty made it for me. It's pretty good. I'm not too sure exactly what's in it. I think it's like hash, like potatoes and sausage. I was uploading the video. Didn't even realize I was uploading to the wrong account, so I gotta re-upload the whole thing. I'm sorry guys, but I will get the video to you very, very soon. It's about noon right now, so you should get it in about an hour or two.
So we are trying out wheelchairs for Michael. I think we just decided that for the meantime, and for any time when there's going to be a bit too much walking until Michael really gets used to a prosthetic, we want him to be able to do things. So with the help of the GoFundMe money, we're going to try and get him a wheelchair. So he's trying some out. See which ones he like.
No.
This is how he likes to test products, clearly.
Well, these are, I think it's depending on the seating. Oh, I see what's going on. It's this thing.
Okay, but that's just like the floor model. So.
Yeah, no. But yeah, like for some reason when we were at Yorkdale and I borrowed one, like that thing was not smooth to push at all. Like,
I know, that was a horrible wheelchair.
I was like, but like at least this one is,
you have to be able to push yourself right too.
That's the point of these. I don't like, so we went to Shoppers Home Health Care looking at some, And when I looked on the website, it said wheelchairs, and I was like, okay, perfect. Well, I can go there. And they had the transport chairs, which are not the ones without the big wheels, and
So you can't push yourself.
So you
It's
can't push
someone
yourself.
pushing you.
And they said that they discontinued those. Why would you not want one that you can push yourself? You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
part about it. Because someone can wheel you at the same time as you pushing yourself. You know, you can switch between the two. So I've always liked this place. It's known as Starkman's. This is where I got the crutches that now is holding on to right now. And I believe it's the same gentleman that helped us last time. But yeah, I
So
think
we're just-
I'm decently set on this. It's just whether or not I want to get this attachment or not.
Well, personally, I think it's important, especially because you're going to be using it a lot now, and nothing should be hitting you. Yes. Nothing should be hitting your leg. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
just worried about if something hits this, it's gonna go into me. But we can figure something out for that.
yeah, I'm sure we'll figure something out. I think it's important to have. I think because they were mentioning keeping your knee straight so much,
Yeah.
I feel like
The only
because you'll be
thing-
sitting in it for a long
The
period
only
of
thing I'm
time.
worried about is when I finally get up, I'm gonna get a blood rush. Right? If it's hanging, then I'm not gonna get that blood rush when I get up.
But then your knee would be bent.
Which it needs to be bent sometimes.
Yeah,
Right? I need to
sometimes.
switch between the two, so that's why I'm trying to press it. Yeah? But yeah, we just wanted to get some nice footage for you. You know, I'm outside, I'm outdoors. But I'll be in the car, so I'll try to record a little bit for you guys. But I can't see why I wouldn't want this one. Seems pretty good. So catch up with you guys a little bit later. Thanks to Starkman's over there. No, the lighting, no. In any case, we were at Starkman's. I'm gonna turn this down just for a second. Am I recording? Yes, I am. We went to the Starkman's Home Healthcare Depot because we went to Shoppers and they didn't have any wheelchairs. And man, that place is great. We always get good deals there.
It's Starkman's, yeah.
And no tax.
And the guy that works there is very nice.
He's a salesperson. You can tell that.
Well, yeah.
But he's not too pushy like your usual salesperson. And I don't know, he tried to hook us up with a deal, you know what I mean? Like, and accommodated us for our needs while giving us a deal, you know what I mean? That means a good amount to me, I feel. So I enjoyed that. And now I have a nice wheelchair, which honestly is cost me just as much as it would if I got a transport chair from Shoppers,
Yeah,
and then it would
and
cost me
also-
tax.
The rental fees for wheelchairs are just like astronomical. Honestly, I can't even think of another word. Like, it's
I know.
basically the same amount as buying one.
Well,
So I just don't see why.
it just doesn't make sense because it's like $100 a month, right? Is the cheapest you'll ever rent it at. I don't know if there's any fees or anything on top of that. You rent it for 3 months. That's how much I bought my wheelchair for, right? $289 plus no tax, right? You might as well buy one. You ever need it ever again, you're gonna dish out $100 to rent it out. Might as well just take it, right?
And it's really thanks to anyone who donated to the GoFundMe that we're able to get one. Otherwise,
I would be broke.
yeah, otherwise it just wouldn't be possible. So
Yeah.
really, it's like a gift from you to anyone who donated. Like,
Yeah. It's to all those people who thought that they didn't donate enough, but your small
definitely
donations
did.
added up and can help us buy something like this. Like right now, we're over the $10,000 goal, about just under $400. That's how much it's costing me. Just under $400 for all this health supply stuff. No, go all the way to Calgary. But like I said, you guys have really helped me, and again, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm not using that stuff to buy dumb stuff. Like, I'm not using that money for.
I mean, whatever we buy with the money, we'll let you know. I feel like anyone who donated, especially, like, deserves to know what their money is going toward.
Of course, exactly.
And we're just getting things that you need. Like, we got, what else did we pick up? Oh yeah, the cane for Michael's
Crutch
crutches.
tips, yeah.
because his are getting a little like worn out. Obviously, you use them all the time.
We got this, Natalie was looking around because I was having fun with the wheelchair and crutching around and talking to the salesperson. It's this like wrap that I can wrap my arm so that I can shower without
it's
worrying.
actually like hilarious watching Michael shower. It's like he's got like, well, okay, when you had the leg, it was like one leg in the air and then the opposite arm in the air. Like it was just hilarious. I wish we could have filmed it, but you were naked, so.
Yeah, like I guess I can just do an impersonation for you, or do like the motions while in clothes, but really
it's
not
make
the same.
The biggest difference.
Yeah,
like,
well,
something you wouldn't even think is so difficult, like taking a shower, is because he has two different areas he can't get wet, like the PICC line and the wound. It just like it makes the biggest difference to have something that keeps your arm dry and your leg dry.
And it's like it's a purchase that makes sense. You know what I mean? Again, there's other stuff that I have to. No, Nickelback. There's other stuff like I'm having financial difficulties as well, which I haven't used any of the GoFundMe money like for my financial difficulties or like for food and stuff like that. But it just makes me feel better knowing that if I'm really in absolute turmoil, that I'm not stuck, right? Thanks to you guys. So it really makes a big deal. Oh no, it's an animal raccoon. Oh, I'm sorry. So let's have a moment of silence for that past raccoon on the street. You know, we should set up one of those poles with all the flowers and stuff like that. You remember that joke that was going around? Yeah, quick silence. I remember that joke that was going around where like Canada was mourning the death of some sort of animal that passed away. Yeah, that's what we'll set up for that raccoon that passed by. But like I said, I don't want to take it. Oh, sorry. That's okay. I don't want to take advantage of your guys' generosity, and I won't be using that towards like unnecessary stuff. So, thank you again.
This is definitely a purchase that I feel like you needed, even though, you know, obviously the doctors have been just encouraging using the crutches, but we're gonna go on that family vacation soon. I feel like it just doesn't make sense not to have something, because it's supposed to be a vacation. We're all supposed to take a break. I feel like if you were crutching around everywhere,
I wouldn't want to go.
You wouldn't want to go anywhere. You wouldn't want to do anything. Like this way, nothing is holding you back from.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything.
And it's not that I'm not even reliant or going to become reliant on it. Like I'm fine with crutching around, but there's only so much crutching someone can do within a span of time, right? And I just feel like I'm feeling pretty good. I've got a good amount of energy, but remember, I'm going through chemo as well as the amputation. There's only so much energy that I have built up in me, right? So, like crutching around for the 2 or 3 days in Niagara Falls was a bit much, right?
I mean, even we filmed like some of the time that we took a break. Even like Michael was kind of huffing and puffing around. And we even ended up going home, like back to the hotel room earlier than we had wanted to a few times.
And I didn't want to be taking breaks, but I just felt like I had to, right? And
yeah, it's just something we have to accommodate for. So having the wheelchair is just going to make it easier.
And think about it this way. I had 2 feet at that time.
Yeah.
Right? And I was struggling to keep my energy.
Even just like knowing that you will always have a place to sit, I feel like is important too, because you like your one leg is holding your whole body up now, and it's not used to that. So,
and it's gonna
take some time.
It's gonna suffer a little bit because of it too. You know that when you compensate with one limb, you're actually kind of damaging it a little bit. You're putting a lot more stress than it needs to be. And I'm a heavy guy, okay? You know,
all right, you
have some fat on me, very, very little muscle, but you know, it adds up to a good amount of lbs, some pounds. So, you know, you can't expect someone to put 190 pounds on one foot
for days on days and 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 days, right? Every single day. Like I was saying before Natalie was trying to explain the situation, was in Niagara Falls, I was on 2 feet and I was getting tired after walking all around in 2 days. Like I needed to take breaks. Like I really felt exhausted.
I feel like we didn't even walk that much.
Like I felt like we walked a lot.
Yeah, but
not as much as
we would have
normal people would have at Niagara Falls. But say if I were to walk around the mall, I would only be able to crunch part way through the mall. I'd be really tired by that point, you know what I mean? I just find it weird how they don't want you to have that safety net.
I think it's just doctors being precautious. Like I don't know how to word this. Like I feel like we're very intelligent, rational people,
but not everyone.
Someone might think like, oh, the doctor told me to get a wheelchair.
I'll just get a wheelchair.
I'll just get a wheelchair,
time,
and because I'll never be able to walk like I did before, or whatever.
Yeah.
And even the use of the wheelchair is only going to be when you don't have the prosthetic. Like if for whatever reason, after you get the prosthetic fitting and everything, like it takes a little longer or whatever, I feel like we have to be prepared for that.
Well, I don't plan on using it when I have a prosthetic.
Yeah, like that's not when we're going to use the wheelchair. It's really
right.
just like for now and for any time that you'll be uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly. It just makes sense to have, and plus, if any time in the future I need it or someone else I know needs it, right? They're gonna have to rent it. I can just lend it to them. If I really wanted to be a jerk, I would make them pay some sort of money to lend it to them, and I would make money back. But I'm not gonna do that, obviously. But that'll save them $100, which is a third of what I paid, right? If I were to rent it for the month or 2 months before I get the prosthetic, like that's my money already. You know
I feel like
well, our money.
Like a really long rant.
Yeah, I know. But we're also talking about the future and stuff that we're looking towards.
I feel like it's just important that everyone knows that we feel very guilty about all the money that has been raised. Like I know that you need the money in my head, but I still feel really guilty because some people have just been so generous with the amount of money that they've given, so I can't help but feel guilty.
Well, I've been saying this from the beginning, is that like I don't feel like I deserve this. You guys, I know a lot of people get angry when I say that, but I don't feel 100% deserving of this, of the generosity that you guys have shared to me. So, I just want to be careful with it and make sure that that you guys know that it's being used appropriately, right? But again, thank you guys again. And
the majority of it is going to go towards the prosthetic, of course.
Of course, obviously. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
But enough of this rant. Just one thing I wanted to mention. I'm feeling better, and yes, I'm up and about, but actually even just being in a car is quite painful. Not quite painful, but there is times of pain. The reason why is because bumps and also sudden changes in speed cause pain. So if you ever hear me make a grunt or a face, you guys can probably see right now, it's because the bumpiness causes fluctuations in my body and causes pain in the incision area. So that's why I'm making those faces. So we're gonna head to Natalie's house right now and probably grab a party. Okay, there we go. So as you guys know, Portugal won, and we're driving through Portugal territory, which is Caledonia and Rogers. Actually, I wish I recorded a little bit further back because you should have seen
right on Caledonia.
Right on Caledonia, literally.
Like this is nothing compared to
this is nothing.
I wish you had filmed Caledonia.
Yeah, what we just passed. But pretty much there was all this traffic and no motion on Caledonia because everyone's like hinkity honking and all that good stuff. So might as well just record these people chilling outside, going down Caledonia, people having a barbecue, waving their flags across the lawn. This guy has it on his hood. It's not centered, but you know,
He tried.
he tried. Okay, there we go. I don't think that's safe to drive with one hand waving a flag, but you know, that's cool. Viva Portugal. Hinkity honkity. See? Now, I have my own opinion on that final, but congratulations to Portugal. You guys got him.
This little girl's really cute.
Yeah, I know. Just her tongue out. She's like, what'd you get? Yeah. Well, the bakery in front of my house is gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah, oh my god.
And well, at least everyone's in their car driving around and honking.
Yeah.
So that means that they're not parking and honking.
On our street.
So hopefully they're not parking on our street. So there you go. Oh, there you go. Here's a big crowd that's coming along. See, that's why I get big cars.
They have hats and everything. Oh my god, the van is open. These people are gonna die.
Yeah. Poor the guy who's driving it.
Yeah,
He doesn't look
right.
that happy.
Well, because he's not having any fun.
Well, yeah.
Oh shit, look at all the freaking traffic.
Oh my. So,
Let's go home, you said.
I need my medicine. Maybe you shouldn't have taken. I don't know. Maybe Oakwood would have been better or something. I don't know. I was actually debating asking you to go Glencairn to Marley and then go down that road that goes to
Another
Vaughan.
way. I'll say that.
Yeah, well,
Like, I love everyone's spirit. Don't get me wrong. I'm like hungry. We got food in the bag.
I know, hungry. I'm in pain because I need my meds, and I just want to relax. Why are you hating us? You're Portuguese.
They think I'm Portuguese.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Maybe you should turn left. Who knows? Well, I don't know if everybody is already sick of this, so maybe I should stop recording.
Oh, like a puppy.
Alright, puppy.
Oh, look. He's all like confused as to what's going
there's the
on.
puppy.
He's like, what's going on, people? I want in. I love dogs. Are you seriously turning?
Portugal 1, of course you're gonna turn. Hey, look, everybody, the outside. Wow, yay, construction. I love it. It's so good. It's so great to be out here in the polluted Toronto air. I miss it so much. Oh, yeah. Fun outside now. So, my dad picked me up. Family's here in the back. My sister's sick, so she didn't come by. I have to be wary of her because dealing with sickness and this at the same time is gonna be a bummer. But I should be okay. Hey, look, back there, more construction. More construction. I love it. I love being outside. So nice. Oh, yeah. Toronto, yay. It's so much better than the room. I'm kidding. It's nice to be out. It feels kind of hot. So I can't wait to go home. I need the AC because I don't want to sweat. But it's great. Freedom is good. Oh no, the focus. There you go. So I don't know what to say. It's great. It's only been a few days. I'm glad I got out early, but we will be back inside soon. They don't want.
They don't want you to release, but you cry. You say release me, release me.
Actually, they're the ones who are like, you know, you can leave. You can leave anytime.
No, they can't do that.